Hello everyone, welcome back to another Battle Brothers video. Thank you everyone for your tips and your help and for your positive comments. Thank you everyone for your help for my campaign. Right now we have to fulfill this contract and I negotiated 2,070 crowns. We have to take this base right here. And it's gonna be a fun battle. Let's go, let's do this. You ready? Alright. Prepare for combat. Now this is veteran economy, veteran combat. No Iron Man. Fog of War is turned on. Here we have our opponents. 16 versus 12. And the fog is coming in. Right now I'm just kind of checking out the situation. The most powerful opponent we want to vanquish here is there's not too many bad weapons here. There's not too many good weapons to accomplish here, to attain, and there's it's really not that tough of a fight, to tell you the truth. Now I do have 12 guys on my team and I was prepared to lose one. But the one with no nose, where is the one with no nose? There's one on my team with no nose that is now going to have one of his eyes missing. Spoiler alert. That's basically what happens. I get no deaths. Even though it's not Iron Man, I was prepared to lose a guy. Now I've lost 5 people on my entire company so far, which is not a lot. For being around day 70, it's not a lot of people to lose. I should have like 15 guys lost by now if I was playing this game the way it was supposed to be played. And I will admit, I scum save a lot. And I'm overjoyed that I didn't lose any guys for this combat, but like I said, I was prepared at this point. The way I see it is, playing on veteran combat prepares me for Iron Man, and also what was I gonna say? It just makes the fights a lot more fun because they're a lot tougher, because the enemy has more hit points. And when you do finally beat the enemy, there's a feeling of accomplishment that you're just not going to get playing with beginner. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I've never played beginner. But let it be known, I never play beginner on any of my games that I play. I always pick, if not the most tough difficulty, the next one up from beginner. I just cannot play beginner and have a good time. I just can't do it. That's just me. That's just how I play. All right, that dude right up there with that, I do believe that's a mace. That's a two-handed mace. That's the only weapon I need to worry about. Besides maybe that two-handed axe up there, you see? That other guy right there with the two-handed axe, that's the only other one I really need to worry about. Their team really has nothing threatening me. Neither does my team. My team is real average too. It's just a bunch of dudes with swords and boards. No real special thing going on, but a solid team. There's the one with no nose. A solid team with some pretty good synergy going on, my team's got. But I still need to find my strong guy that can wield a two-hander effectively and not miss. I've noticed that my two-handed guys miss a lot because either their fatigue isn't high enough or their sword isn't high enough. They're melee. Is what I meant to say. Sword is a pretty broad term. It's what when you level up your guide, there's a sword icon, but it's for all melee. Of course it is, right? Once again, thank you everyone for your help and your tips, especially for fighting the undead. I haven't encountered a lot of undead on this campaign, and I'm glad. But if I had, I would be better prepared now. Yes, mistakes were made. I do believe now, if I were to encounter the undead, I would know how to destroy them and not get owned by them so badly like I have been in the past, in my past campaigns, playthroughs. The undead destroy my team. But if this team were to encounter any undead, I do believe I'd do quite well. The synergy on this team is a lot better than a lot of my other campaigns. If your team has good synergy, you can have as many sword and boards as you want, in my opinion. I have a lot of archers and just a bunch of sword and boards, like I said. Just a bunch of dudes. No real guys that stand out. Although I have tried, none of them have been able to actually take a two-handed hammer and actually hit with it. They also constantly miss. So I had to figure out why. I just need to keep leveling them up and just wait. Wait until they're ready. And pick the right perks. Like this guy right here has the mace perk, so he's always going to have the mace. One of my guys always has the axe perk, so he's always going to have an axe. And then I got to pick a guy with the hammer perk so I can get the two-handed hammer, which I do have in my inventory. I just have to find a guy that's able to wield it and actually hit. Because wielding it is one thing, but being able to connect and hit is another. And this game takes special care to make sure you do your build correctly. Because not anybody can just wield a two-handed hammer and hit. You gotta have the right build, and you just gotta have the right know-how. And that just comes from playing the game a lot. Alright? Very nice. 12 versus 12 now. It was 12 versus 16. They had 16, I had 12. I have 12. Still have 12. This battle does go my way quite well. Veteran combat. I think is just a lot more fun, in my opinion. I can't do beginner on any game that I play, not just Battle Brothers. Even though I haven't tried beginner on Battle Brothers, I just never do it. I always want to give myself a nice challenge here. I am gonna throw a fire pot. I just gotta find out where to throw it. And I think I found a pretty strategic spot. It cost me about 600 crowns. 600 or 700 crowns. And you might be saying, what's that? It doesn't really do much up there. Well, I'm gonna knock one of the guys into the fire. No is up here. He's gonna get his shield out and knock one of the guys into the fire. And he does it quite well. And No-No's, spoiler alert, is gonna be knocked unconscious. Luckily, I get lucky there. And then he's gonna lose an eye. Permanently. Of course, I guess that goes without saying. But he's already missing a nose. But he's an archer, so I can't give him a helmet to cover his nose. He needs to be able to see. So, once I find a helmet that'll cover his nose and he can still be able to see, then maybe he'll be a little bit more appealing to look at. But right now, he's got that red wound there. So did you see that? You have to rewind it. Knocked him into the fire there, just like I said. Good job, No-Nos. I'll just have to make him that, in his name, I'll have to make him that, his nickname. No-Nos Takes one for the team once again. It's about to go down. Doesn't die. Although I was prepared. Here we are. Got another shield even though my shield was destroyed. That's basically my anchor right now. He was gonna be the two-hander, but he just couldn't hit. So I had to put a board on him. If you're not gonna be hitting and you don't have a board, you're gonna be taking damage. So all he would do was take damage and he wouldn't hit with the two-handed mace. So I gave him the board and the one-handed mace, and now he's performing. Battle Brothers is a game. Whoa! You saw it. No nose just went down. Got bashed in the head, but is not dead. And that's just from Lady Luck helping him out. Very nice. Finally got that guy. And they're starting to fall now. Won't be long now. 11 versus 5. And they're running. They're retreating. They're going home. The enemy retreats. It's over. KONRAD lost a nose and now has lost an eye. Wow. Still alive though. There's that mace. Two-handed mace. Got a nice amount of crowns there, like a little bit over 300. Got some silverware there. Very nice. All right, KONRAD, we're going to take a look. I'll show you. KONRAD is still alive to live another day. You want to save your game, you want to save your game a lot. Just in case one of them gets corrupted, you want to save multiple different types of saves. So we're going to take a look at KONRAD. Here's KONRAD. It's missing an eye, permanent. Of course it's permanent. Missing his entire nose, permanent. The only one on the entire team that's got permanent damage, twice. I tell you what, doesn't even have the 9 lives perk and is still alive, thanks to just plain old luck. Everyone have a great day. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And good luck in your Battle Brothers games. Good about to return to town and get 2,070 crowns. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.